How to shop on TEMU from Ireland. In this case, I'm going to show you this step-by-step tutorial. But the most important thing is that you make this purchase from the app, because that is where more discounts, more coupons, and many other things appear. Also, in the description I'll leave you a link to a section of completely free gifts from TEMU so you can see if you can win one of them. Now, once you are registered, either in the application or on the website, you will go to the top right where the flag appears. You will change country or region, and here you will specifically search for Ireland, and you will change it. Then, in language you can choose the one you need. In my case I'm going to leave it here, and we could return to their home page. And now I'm going to show you everything you need to keep in mind to shop on TEMU from Ireland. The first thing we need to be able to shop on TEMU is it's knowing the types of prices that exist. For example, the first one we have is the price in orange. What this means is that here, as you can see, it's going to have a limited price. In other words, this price that appears here will be available for 20 days, 13 hours, and 15 minutes. In this case of this product, it has been on offer for quite some time, so there is no problem. But when, for example, this offer expires in 5 minutes, it means that this price is going to change. And when it changes, it turns black, as we can see here. And when it turns black, it means that it completely loses any offer it had before. That's why we see that some products have the price in orange and others have the price in black. Now, once you choose the product, let's say, this one, let's have a look at something. And it's that, depending on the product you choose, there are different variations. For example, in this case, we have the black color and the matte black. What this means is that, as you can see, something has changed. The black color has one price, and then the matte black has another price, which is generally higher. So this applies to different products, whether they are tech products. I mean, clothes, directly. Because what's going to happen is that if, for example, there's a product, a t-shirt, or whatever, that comes in different colors, sometimes there are colors that are more expensive than others. And, in the case of tech products, it might be that sometimes a variation comes with some extra accessories. More. This matters because when you're browsing here on the homepage, you'll see that there are products that show up at a certain price, for example, this one, and when you go in, if you see that it has different colors, it could be that the price is different, so it might show you 10.92 in this case. But then, when you go in, if we change the color, you'll see that the price can change. The next thing we need to keep in mind when shopping on TEMU is that if I, for example, choose this option, I first have to read the product title properly. Read it carefully to make sure it's what I need, and then I'm going to scroll down here. At the bottom, where the reviews are, you can read the reviews from people who have already bought this product. But that's not the most important thing. The most important thing is to come here, where it says, see all reviews. And here you're going to go straight to where it says photos and videos, and you'll be able to see people who have already bought this product. For example, if it's a piece of clothing in different sizes, some show how this product fits. Let's say they try it, and this way you can find out how does it look in real life. I say this because when you see the photos of the main product, they may put the photos that look the best and that show more detail and in a better way, but the photos we're going to have in the reviews look more realistic. And this way, you will really know what that product looks like in real life and if it might interest you. Now the next thing is that this is also important, because here we'll see how the people who bought this specific product got on. And here we can see that many have 5 stars, and if we look here, we have 10,840 reviews with a rating of 4.7 stars. This means that 10,840 people have already bought it, or even more. It's just that not everyone leaves a review, and the important thing here is that there should be at least 100 reviews, and it should be at least 4 stars. Why do I say this? Because if we're going to look for other products, for example, this one, look, indeed, it has 5 stars, which means it's a really good product. But the downside is that only 2 people have reviewed this product. So, we can't be too sure if it's a good product or not. Because, obviously, with very few reviews, it's really easy to have a good rating. While here, as they are so many reviews, we can see that it's definitely a really good product, which, despite being owned by loads of people, has a very good rating. It's 4.7. Once we're sure about the product, with the photos and the reviews, we can scroll down to the product description. It's right here. Here would be the name of the shop that's selling us this product. The other thing is that down here, more information will appear that wouldn't show up above. For example, videos, the name of the product. And if, for example, it's a tech product, we can copy the reference and look for review videos on TikTok or YouTube or on some social media. Look, here we find more information about this product. Then what we can do is, once we understand what we're buying, we choose the specific product, the specific color, like this red one. Then, if it's clothing, you choose the size. For example, this one here, and then you just click add to cart. Sometimes we're going to have a price limit. In other words, it's going to tell you that you can't buy a really cheap product, but what you have to do is buy several products to meet a minimum purchase requirement, and this will depend on each country. So, you have to go in and check what the minimum is for your specific country. You just do it by clicking here to see everything you've got in the cart, and it'll show up there. What's the minimum? For example, for this occasion, I'm going to remove this that we just added and I'm going to go to the cart, and here it shows me that I need to spend 10 at a minimum, but depending on the country you're in, it'll show you a different amount of money. But before we go all the way there and finish the purchase, I'm going to add this back to the cart. Let's go down here because to be able to get this free shipping that shows up here in most countries, we have to meet that minimum shipping requirement. In this case, it's 10, but in other places, it will be different. Then we have the following. And the thing is, TEMU has regulations regarding the issue of returns and all that. For that you are going to click here where it says why choose TEMU, and you are going to read all this in detail so you know what happens if your product doesn't arrive. It arrived damaged. If it arrives damaged, you have to make a claim and they may or may not give you your money back. But for that, you need to keep all this in mind. For example, all the regulations regarding the warranty. Then we have time to return it, but up to 90 days, meaning if we take longer than 90 days to return the product, they'll assume that we're already satisfied with it, and at that point, we won't be able to make any returns. And then, they explain everything about the reviews and all that. When it comes to security and privacy, all about free shipping and the free returns. Now, we're going to go back this way once we have the product. Now let's head to the cart. And look, it's letting me buy from here. I'm going to leave a coupon on the screen for you, so you can apply the 40% discount. Anyway, I'll leave a link in the description, so you can shop or go to the section for free gifts. Completely free within TEMU, and you can send it for free to your house. Now, once you're here, over on the left side, you need to add your address, and once you add it, just leave it saved there, and that's it. And add a phone number, because sometimes the delivery drivers might not find your address and they'll have to call you, and well, once you have it, here the products show up, and the payment methods that, depending on your country, might be different. And once you have it here on the right, as I said, you just insert the coupon and then simply hit apply. And here you'll see the coupon applied with a discount. And then here you just hit send order. But before heading over there, you can see everything that appears here. Depending on where you're located, you might get a refund for late delivery. That is to say, if it doesn't arrive on a specific date, then that means they'll give you a credit back. This credit can only be used within TEMU to make other purchases within TEMU.